So since the last time I was at the programme, I've managed to expand my business. I've had many more events since, doing private parties. I've even done an event at this location itself, and it's going well. I'm looking to get a truck at the end of the year. My business loan has been approved, which means I can get the funding to get the truck, to get any more licenses and permits I may need. And it's been growing, and more people have wanted to come on and join the business, and as well as support the business.
The idea was born from an event that we started called A Seat at the Table, and whereby the sole focus was about people that had entered the criminal justice system or at risk of attending the criminal justice system. And it was about giving them a voice, an opportunity to redesign their life or want support to support their business idea. And we started that in 2023. Whereby we was giving grants to people who had entered criminal justice systems to set up their business.
Back again, giving the local community an opportunity to come and pitch their ideas. And I think the thing is we always talk about when we're working with young people, oh, don't do this. You know, we're telling them, okay, don't get involved in this. But actually, it's about giving them alternatives. So we're here putting our money where our mouth is and saying, come to the event and pitch your business ideas.
I'm here today to pitch my business. I have got care business that we established, and we are trying to expand it. It is to help people in their homes and to give respite to families, to help them when they need help.
Today is our second entrepreneurial event on the Cambridge estate, and one of the reasons why it's taken us so long, we wanted to do something different to what we done the last time around. We wanted to leave a legacy within the way of a video and a handbook for people to read that couldn't be at the event today. And also for a lot of people, what we found when we were doing this event, a lot of people are not ready to actually come out and attend the event. Up to the last minute, a lot of people get anxiety and decide that they'll rather come to the next one. So up to last night, myself and Nathan was getting emails of people getting cold feet. So we have to understand that it takes a lot for someone to actually come up here and pitch their idea, because you might feel like you've got an idea and you're ready to go, but when the time comes, a lot of people get cold feet. So we've got our 3 dragons today who's going to be judging contestant who's coming out to pitch their business idea, and we'll let them introduce themselves.
Thank you. I'm Josh. I attended the last event pitching my idea, and my business is a Mexican street food catering company. So for parties, events, things like that, I'll cook for people, and I try to make it a bit community based. So the people I aim to hire in the future, people who have been in care, come out of prison, maybe struggled with homelessness, and try to create a good working environment and a feel-good business for the people around us.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Letitia Simpson. I am the founder of I'm Inspired, which is an organisation that supports young people that have their own business ideas. So whether they are authors, whether they are cooks, singers, we give them a platform to show the community what is it they're doing, how they did it, and then to also share the knowledge so that they can go on and do their own business ideas. And we also have different workshops. I'm also a mentor, a social worker, and a range of other different things. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Marcus, and this is Remy. I've always been interested in a few business ideas and concepts. I've got a few businesses, but what I'm working on and what takes up all my time now is I have a shop, a tattoo shop in St Margaret's, which we've also just launched our charity from, called Survivors Clinic, where we are able to offer free scar camouflage, and we can put areolas and nipples onto women who have had mastectomies, I believe is the word. So yeah, we're just getting that charity up and going at the minute. But it's always exciting to come and get involved with a community project. So it's exciting. And the winner of the last year's one, right? So
My name is Kian Rashawn Lewis, and my business is Family Well Community Services. So basically, we are a CIC company. So we're a community interest company, meaning that we're for everyone. So for example, we're for the people. in a sense, and my role as the director is to put on workshops or community groups so that people can learn about what's going on in society. So for example, the topic today is about know your data. And I feel that knowing your data is very important because there's many typifications or stereotypes that go on throughout society. And I believe that, I'm going to say it's wrong, but I feel like certain people are using AI in this generation and the times we are living in now to basically describe people when they don't know who you truly are and stuff about you. So this may be from, let's say, for example, me, I just finished GCSE and A levels. So that, for example, my CV and things like that, people will have a bio, but they don't truly know about me and the circumstances I've gone through, and people tend to judge on that. And if I get this funding, which would be amazing, I'll reinstate it back into my business. So I tend to put up workshops in the community and gatherings and things like that. So for example, it's going to be about data, so laws and regulations, also subject access requests and things like that. And also, I'm currently going to study international business, hopefully at the University of Birmingham. So it's a top 10 university in the UK. And people will tend to look at me and think like, oh, how has he done that? How has he got up here? How has he gone through all these circumstances to make it, especially where I'm from and where I grew up? I feel like you need to believe that you can make it happen. And I think that's essential in life. And anything you do, just put your mind to it and you'll be there straight away. Of course, not everything's going to happen straight away, but your time is coming. So I feel like you need to build, and build.
If you were to get the funding, what would be the first event or workshop you would hold? And how would you use it to get the idea of your business across to its consumers?
So for especially like the consumers, so basically these are going to be the people in my community. So that's basically not my community in a sense, but moving from different communities from one place to another. So that's my target group. And I believe that if I get the money, I will start, first of all, my first topic, which was know your data. And then I eventually want to build to many other topics. So maybe that's sports and nutrition, how people can get employment because unemployment is rising, and many different groups or categories, maybe cooking in a sense, or maybe community background checks, whatever is needed. I feel like in that type of community that needs to be placed so people know the norms and values that are going on in society. And just to know that not everybody's against you, there's people here to help you. And I feel that people here to help you is very important in your life because especially the way I've grew up, I wouldn't say I've disregarded people's help, but I feel that this is a great community showcase where I can put my business on a platform and help it grow and develop. And thank you for everyone that's been here in a sense to help me develop and grow necessarily onto my next steps.
Here at Way to Work Apprenticeships, we are a local training provider for apprenticeships within the boroughs of Kingston, Richmond and Windsor of Maidenhead. We offer apprenticeship opportunities to all those aged 16 and above, and to find out more about our vacancies, you can go to our website by typing in Way to Work Apprenticeships Achieving for Children, and that will take you to our current vacancies page where all of our vacancies will be listed with job description, salary, location and an expression of interest form. Now with this expression of interest form, this is how we get your details to start with. So if you fill this out, it should take no longer than 5 minutes. Then we will be able to get your information, get in contact with you around the next steps of arranging an informal conversation with one of our assessors to understand a little bit more about what you want to do in the apprenticeship. And after this, we can send your CV to the employer, and then that's it. You get the interview with the employer, you pass, you get into an apprenticeship, and then we can help you do the checks afterwards to make sure you're ready for a new apprenticeship with a new employer. That's it. Welcome to Way to Work Apprenticeships.
It's about supporting that person through that process. And I think one of the biggest challenges which no one sees behind the scene is the support that you have to give to these people. A lot of people are not even ready mentally to go out and push their business. So you have to be supporting them throughout that process to get to that point where they're ready to pitch their idea.
For me, the main thing to remember when you're starting a new business or a new venture is like, well, first of all, enjoy yourself. Make sure it's something that you love. Do lots of research, know what you're chatting about, know your market and who you're trying to sell to, and don't be scared to ask for help as well. Surround yourself with people who are just as motivated as you are and have got the same goal as you.
What has been some of the challenges getting the money together, more importantly?
What, like for the machine and that?
Yeah.
I don't know, like obviously I haven't fully looked into it, but I know it's gonna be expensive, like, and obviously at my age I can't get money like that. Especially legally as well.
And that's a very important point. To make the money legally that you need to do something legal is the most difficult part. Today, what we're going to be doing is driving around and speaking to other entrepreneurs that we know within the Richmond and Twickenham area and Kingston, and just asking them basic questions about how they started their business, some of the challenges that they found starting up their business, and what are the key things that you need to know about starting up a business. Because sometimes you might see someone run a business and think, I could do that. What job would you like to do in the future?
I would like to be a play therapist in hospitals, like go around and help the kids in the wards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, bringing happiness to the young people. Okay, that's good. And why have you chosen that as a career?
Because most of my life as a young child I was in hospital,
Okay.
having surgeries and stuff, and they really helped me get through it. So I would like to help other kids like get through it as well. Yeah.
For those of you that's been looking for an alternative, why not set up an off license? Something in your local area where you know the community. It will cost you about 120,000 to buy the stock, and then another 20 to 30,000 to get the lease. And you'll be serving your community. But the problem is, when we've got Tesco or Sainsbury's or those other big stores putting mini stores next to the small off license, it then impacts the customers. So we need to make sure that the loyal customers stay loyal to the off license and the small businesses, because they are the people from the community serving the community. Sometimes you walk in some of these sweet shops or off license and you take for granted the amount of money that goes into starting up these businesses, and also the lease, another 20 to 30 grand for the lease. So unless you're gonna get a loan from the bank or you've come from a family that have got wealth, you're gonna struggle to be able to raise that.
Because I used to be a recruitment officer.
Yeah.
So I know the pathways. So you got two ways at the moment. You got the university degree way.
Yeah.
Which you need a Maths and English A to C,
Okay.
and 2 A levels are equivalent.
Yeah.
And the other pathway is through the uniform way, like we did, which is again GCSEs, Maths and English grade A to C.
Yeah.
2 A levels are equivalent, or level 3 qualification.
So you can't just get up and join the police and nothing like that.
You could when we joined. Yeah, you could when we joined. Yeah, at the time. Or the other pathway through the community support officer way, and then work your way up, become a police officer.
Yeah.
So you can do that as well.
If I stopped skateboarding the first time I fell over, I would never be a skateboarder. It's the same in business. Like if you get a knockback, you just got to carry on going, find a different avenue, another way in. But sometimes you can't take no for an answer. You have to, persevere and try and get there in the end.
Earn while you learn with Way to Work apprenticeships. You'll be earning a salary just like a normal employee and also gaining an industry recognised qualification as well.
Getting started is always difficult when you're going to start a small business. Ask as many people as you can, get as much advice as you can, listen to everybody, take it in, and do your best and put your feelers out. Obviously, being self-employed, there's tax implications, which is always easy to get help from the Inland Revenue or people you know, or an accountant. And obviously, you just need a little bit of insurance, a bit of public liability. But apart from that, the world is your oyster.
So what inspired me to start the business was basically I was working away a lot of the time, working for someone else, traveling around the country basically, and I had enough of it because I had a young family, so I wanted to start my own business. That's what inspired me to do it, really. So I could work for myself, no one telling me what to do, and so I could make my own source of income, and with the ability of getting paid when I want to. Pretty much that's it.
With my redundancy money, my last paycheck, I did 4 things. First one, I bought a logo, created the name, registered the company. So that's one thing. The second one is I invested my money in a set of gloves. Got branded gloves, got some equipment. The third thing was that money, I set it out for as long as I could. Got a little bit of work here and there, but I budgeted my money. I gave myself 6 months. But I made it stretch to about a year with everything else that I was doing. And once I started getting services, tendering my services, I was able to live a bit. So I stretched the money out as long as I could. And the fourth thing was I just hit the ground running. Yeah, marketing, got my name out there, flyers done, got a website, made a video, got T-shirts, branded it out, and just got my name out there. Cold called people. Just got my name out there, and I didn't stop. I didn't take no for an answer.
The first thing I had to do that brought back results was to learn how to sell. Sometimes that's what you got to focus on, what you need to do what exactly actions you have to take to get results. Not just all the little things, man. Them things can come later, but yeah, I had to learn how to sell.
One piece of advice that I'd give anyone for starting up their own business within the industry that I do, I would say literally just be yourself. You got to be confident as well, because within this industry, especially me being like someone of color, like a black man, within that industry, I was like one of the only ones. So when I'll go to the tip, they'll kind of like be thinking, what's this guy doing there? But as long as you can adapt to whatever situation, because you can't exactly always be, you can always be yourself in certain situations, but you can't carry yourself like that 100% of the time, because people either not take you seriously.
The advice I would give, unfortunately, it was a long time ago when I went to school. I didn't really go, but go out there, do it. And there's so many opportunities. And if there's young people listening, a member of my family, I got him into the window cleaning, and he's now doing very well for himself. 4 vans on the road, absolutely smashing it. And he employs 3 other people and himself. So, yeah, just go for it.
This has taken us over a year now to get everything ready for today. And as I said, sometimes just even getting people to commit to even come on an afternoon and give up their time is a big deal. So we have to thank everyone for coming out, and also the council officials for continuously supporting what we're putting forward.
What I really like as well is that you're talking about what you're doing for yourself in terms of going off to university, but also that you want to do something for the community as well. Yeah. And at such a young age, you're thinking about yourself and your community. So that's really good, So well done with that. All I will say to you is just be careful, because it can be a lot in life when you're trying to focus on yourself, but also on the community. It can be really draining. So it's important to have a good team with you. And any events that you're doing, always try to reach out, make sure you get volunteers as well. That can help them to build up their skills as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it helps you with the project that you're doing, because there's a lot of different things towards putting on a project. It's all well putting it on paper, but getting the different bits and pieces together, and on the day
setting out schedule.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, just keep the focus and just keep on going. Are you going to university in September?
Yeah, I'm currently hoping that again.
Say that again.
I'm currently hoping.
No, we don't hope.
We don't hope.
We don't hope. So we use words that are powerful, and words that are motivating, and words that say that we're there already.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm starting, are you doing the clearing process?
No. So I'm waiting for my exam results right now.
Oh, okay.
So my main university is a top 10 university, so it's the University of Birmingham. That's where I really want to go to.
Oh, wonderful.
So I feel like I feel like since living in London already, I feel like I know what goes on. So to develop my CIC, especially because it's a community-based company, I feel like I need to go to different areas and explore. So I feel like, I'm not saying I'm trying to get away from here, but I feel like I need to see other people's viewpoints, because down here may be different to up there.
Most definitely, it is.
That's something I want to learn.
It is. My family come from Birmingham actually, so I'm up there all the time. So it's a great university, and it's a different culture completely to London. So
exactly,
you're doing yourself a good service, and it's really good to hear that you're talking about moving from London to Birmingham to gain insight about the community and organisation. So what course are you doing?
International business.
International.
So hopefully, no, not hopefully, I will do 1 year abroad.
Okay.
So in another countries, and then
yeah.
just help me bring stuff that I'll know, like different cultures, basically that back down to here.
Okay.
So it will be really important. So
Well done.
I'm grateful.
Well done. All the best.
Thank you.
All the best.
I think that was really, really impressive.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Agreed.
The event.
Agreed. I think like you have the event and people pitching ideas.
Yeah.
But then you also have the legacy of the booklets that we can share with people that were not able to come. And as Gwenton was saying, like people get nervous coming up, and like doesn't mean they won't start their business. So I think it's really nice. And also what I liked from today compared to the other events is that we have young people, a person pitching, and we have someone also who set up their business and is still starting it. So we have a bit of like a mix thing. Yeah.
I did like the fact that we had Josh from the last event that is now
Also,
sat sat on the panel, which is amazing. He's obviously progressed so much in what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's inspiring as well.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice that we spoke to youth services about this journal, and it's now come to life.
Yeah.
And it's not just about business; it's about self-care and how you're going to progress personally as well as professionally. And I think that's so important to focus on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm impressed. It's amazing.